I'm not gonna cap. I'm kind of scared to do an anime moment because y'all ratioed the fuck out of my shit last video. I mean, y'all didn't comment anything, but probably at the end of this thing, when I go on my YouTube, when I upload this, I'm put the video I'm talking about, the one y'all ratioed me in, because like it's like, damn, why y'all do that to me? They gave me 11 dislikes and 2 likes on the video, but it's like almost 300 views. But y'all running it up though. So y'all confusing, bro. I don't know if y'all hating what I say in these anime moment videos. I don't know. At this point, I don't care. I'm gonna just keep grinding for me and make sure I have entertainment for y'all. If I don't like it, go watch somebody else. Like, what the hell? Like, what? Y'all weird, bro. But that ain't got nothing to do with this. Hey. It's your boy TTT Dope, back with another banger. Sorry, I talked too much. My bad. So, let's get into this video. Top 10 most badass My Hero Academia moments. And I picked this video in particular because maybe y'all don't like, when I said I don't know this anime, or maybe I dog on it too hard. So I'm like, damn, so he gonna do this anime like that? I'm gonna dislike his video. I'm gonna try to jump in the comment section. Okay. So, I love My Hero Academia. And I'm sorry, I'm gonna be honest, what badass moments I don't like, or what badass moments I do like. I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, I can't get mad at that, cause I know exactly everything that happens in My Hero. I follow up on it. I just don't read the manga, but I'm an anime watcher. I don't care, y'all can support anything, cause I can't. Anime ball deep. But that's it. Yeah, anime balls deep. Go follow him, subscribe to him, check out his videos. I'll be looking for him for information, and he says in the manga, you know, this and that happened on My Hero. So like, he kind of spoils it for me already. So in the comment section, y'all can spoil it for me. But let me get
It's time to go plus ultra because the 5th season of My Hero Academia is currently on air. While we watch the exploits of our heroes and see what new but a backstory that turns a likable character into everyone's best boy. Backed into a corner, Kirishima's old doubts about his worth as a pro hero and his quirks start to haunt him again, leaving him unable to fight even before the battle started. But old wounds also bring clarity about why he wanted to be a hero in the first place and how hard he struggled to become one. Burning with a new intensity, Kirishima transforms into Red Riot Unbreakable, becoming an indestructible shield for his partner Fat Gum and turning defeat into victory. It's the greatest hour yet for this brave and loyal young hero.
I kind of forgot about all these moments in season 4. It's not that it had been a while. It's just some of the fights was. I told y'all, I'm be honest. Some of them was just okay. I'm sorry, like this one was okay. Like it wasn't that badass. But I like the spirit though. I mean that's the point of being a hero. But it's like I'm not trying to compare this to Naruto, but it'd have been way different. This would have been a different outcome. I think I see why people call My Hero kind of kiddie, but I think it's mid between kids and between adults, because I'm an adult, I watch it, so I like most moments on there.
At number 9 we have Aizawa Sensei. Despite his lazy appearance and general air of disinterest, the homeroom team
I wouldn't say that was a badass moment, but it was dope.
is more than adept at taking on an entire gang of enemies by himself, as we see when the League of Villains attacks UA High School. Aizawa's ability to cancel his opponent's quirks simply by looking at them is a powerful weapon, but it's his prowess of physical combat that comes as a surprise. He might seem to lack the energy to utter even a few words of encouragement to his class, but he can easily leap off heights, sucker punch opponents much bigger than him, tie them up with his scarf, and keep the attacks coming. His ability to tolerate extreme pain is impressive, as is his keen intellect, which allows him to plan his moves even when in full flight. He might look and sound like a slouch, but this is one guy you know you can count on if you ever find yourself in a pinch.
統計的に近接戦闘で発揮されることが多い。だからその辺の対策はしてる。
待ってって、こんなのダメだ。ガッチャン。右。いや、以前に破られて違う。右はフェイント。One is an arrogant, scowling, hot-headed delinquent, the other a timid, polite, intelligent dreamer. Chalk and Cheese, they're the series' great rivals. The competition between the two goes back to their childhood and has only intensified with adolescence. Of all of their confrontations, the most memorable perhaps is when Bakugo challenges Deku to a late-night fight in Season 3. Honesty hits harder than anything else, and that's what this contest shows us. For the first time, Bakugo shows Deku and us his true feelings, his jealousy towards him, his admiration of and regret towards All Might. It's also the first time we see him treat Deku as an equal. Instead of lashing out in anger or walking off in a huff as he usually does, Bakugo bares his heart and soul, and Deku responds with empathy and honesty. Emotionally charged it might be, but this fight also has some great action. It perfectly captures why these two polar opposites bring so much to the series. Another emotional moment makes the cut at number 7. In the hero's fight against Overhaul in the 4th season, Mirio demonstrates why he might have become a worthy successor to All Might had Deku not come along, showing excellent...
It's not badass. I'm sorry. They didn't do him justice like they said they did him in the manga. So I don't think that counts as a badass moment. It was a good moment because he saved her and whatnot. But I forgot what happened. I think like basically got sacrificed, like defeated in that situation. So it's not bad. That's not badass if you lost. Like, I don't see. I mean, okay, I ain't gonna say that. It's not a badass moment. It's a good moment.
The mastery
of
his quirk, permeation, and incredible.
It's like, damn, he nice too. He a badass.
Incredible hand-to-hand combat abilities, Mirio proves more than capable of taking on the overpowered villain. The two put on a brilliant show of skills that surely would have deserved a spot on this list had it not been for what comes after, which makes even more of an impact. Even as he's winning his battle against Overhaul, Mirio chooses to take a quirk-erasing bullet meant for Eri and save the little girl, losing his quirk in the process. It's a devastating loss, and yet he faces up to it with a good-natured smile, promising Eri he'll be her hero forever. Just goes to show that being a hero isn't only about having heavenly abilities, and that a badass moment can have you sobbing into your tissues. That brings us to the Deku Overhaul fight that follows right after, which takes the number 6 spot. Given that this is the climactic fight of Season 4, we get to see Deku at his most powerful, using One for All at full power, and he does so without sustaining any damage to his body, thanks to Eri finally gathering the courage to use her unique quirk. Check out any online forum and the fight with Overhaul is bound to rank high on all-time great...
The only thing I like about this one, I don't think I say it's a badass one. I was gonna say it was great until he transformed into that. So the only reason it's a badass moment because his transformation and what he did, how he effed him up. But I didn't like how the villain turned into all this. He was mutating and stuff. It looked weird, but like I guess it was for plot.
MHA fights. It's also one of Deku's best fights ever. Throughout the series, we're used to seeing the boy who was born quirkless struggle, first with adapting to his new power, then with learning to use it, and then again with trying to gain some kind of mastery of it. His exploits against Overhaul give us a glimpse of just what he might accomplish in the future as All Might's chosen heir and the next symbol of peace. It's an epic battle, and it's the most badass Deku has ever been. Now, just like the My Hero Academia world, the internet's filled with villains with lots of hacking, scams, and greedy corpos saying no to fun with the dreaded region locks. You've got to arm yourself and keep up with the times, and our sponsor ExpressVPN is here to be... It's another Deku moment at the halfway mark. This time, it's his battle against that big chunk of meat and muscle that is Muscular. This villain lives up to his name with his ability to manipulate his muscles to augment his physicality and strength to suit...
Yeah, I don't even, I'll say it's badass. Like, I mean, for one, he's the main character, so of course, the main character gotta have badass moments. I'm sorry, I sound biased, but like, I'm taking a tactic out the book of Naruto, because that's Naruto the main character, and like he gotta have his best badass moments. Naruto the best, like so like with my hero, Deku the best. Sorry, I'm just being honest, man. But like, I know y'all hate my honesty, but like I said, y'all can comment under the thing, tell me what's up, like give me your opinions, but instead of disliking me, like
superhuman.
Let's have a debate. Something like my time gotta be active. You feel me? So that's
levels. Although a minor antagonist,
I mean, he back this.
He's by far one of the strongest members of the League of Villains in terms of physical strength. What's more, he has a nasty disposition even for a villain, showing pleasure in killing for the sake of killing. Even children are fair game too. In a situation where Deku not only has to fight him but keep the young Gota safe from him, it seems like the worst possible matchup, and it goes along predictable lines with Muscular toying with Deku. Pushed to bone-shattering limits, Deku's all about out for the count, but heroes don't die so easy, and a tiny moment of inspiration gives him that little extra push. Seeing Deku find extra reserves of strength where they ought to be none is truly breathtaking and badass. No My Hero Academia Top 10 video would be complete without our main man, All Might in action. His battle against Nomu during the school infiltration arc in the first season comes in at number 4. Artificially created, Nomu is still a top-tier villain, engineered to counter the #1 pro hero at 100%, and All Might, at that time, is a shadow of his former self. But like I said before, power isn't all there is to being a hero. Going that extra distance comes naturally to them, as All Might demonstrates with his hard-fought but confident victory over Nomu. Moving at lightning speed and hitting him with a barrage of punches, All Might gives the monster no time to regenerate. What makes this moment badass is that it introduces...
That's like the first badass fight. Because it's on the first season, right? It's like, damn, he like that it like displayed his powers and stuff.
Introduces us to the #1 hero and symbol of peace as a warrior. All Might shows us why he's a legend and the hope of an entire generation, even if he's nowhere near his best. It's also a moment that makes it clear that the time to pass on the torch and give the world a new hero is near. With his striking hair, celebrated lineage, pure talent, and difficult backstory, there was never any doubt that Todoroki would be a fan.
And they both went down. Like, if it weren't for Deku, he uses us. But then again, Deku said, "Shut the hell up." He would have won if he didn't do all that. But, plot.
favourite. He gets his most memorable moment perhaps in the Sports Festival arc, when his fight against Deku leads him to unleash his fiery side. Till that tournament, Todoroki had never used his firepower out of resentment towards his father, choosing to rely solely on his ice abilities. But he's convinced to accept his left side by Deku and the strange connection he feels with him. This is a contest brimming with newfound rivalry and friendship, admiration, envy, and mutual respect. It pushes the reserved cool kid to passionately reveal his innermost feelings to everyone's surprise, including his own. It's exhilarating to see the flames burst out for the very first time. This moment manages not only to be totally badass, but also conveys some of the best growth stories in anime. The developments are also a testament to Deku's inspiring personality. Midoriya. Arigato. 伯爵熱剣ヘルファイター From son to father, taking the second spot is Endeavor, earning his stripes as the new #1 pro hero, as well as the grudging admiration of MHA fans. To quite a few, the highlight of Season 4 is the battle between Endeavor and Hood, with the Winged Hawks playing sidekick to the fire-powered hero. A lot of fans dislike Endeavor, and for good reason too. He's been a terrible father to Todoroki and a first-class jerk to everyone else. But this battle puts him in a new light. Giving it his all to save his colleagues and the people from Hood, and upgraded an extremely dangerous Nomu, Endeavor proves to a skeptical world that he might not be All Might, but is a worthy replacement that they can count on. The clash is brutal, emotional, and epic, while he manages its greatest hero and its greatest villain. When All For One, the shadowy figure pulling the strings of the League of Villains, finally goes up against All Might, his
okay, now y'all just dicking All Might. This was not first. It was a badass moment, but why is this? If you want to be honest, I'll put All Might versus Nomu at first. Then I'll probably put this second or third. And then the end of everyone at third. Yeah, matter of fact, I'm done watching this video. You just pissed me off. I would have put the Todoroki and Deku on fourth. What is it fourth? And then the fifth one, that one where he went against that muscular dude. I think everything else is right after that. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, it's the top 5, bro. Yeah, you gotta swap some in the top 5. Make some shit up. Yeah. Let's hit the comments in. My favorite part. Oh yeah, I remember that. That's funny. Okay. Wait, why y'all ain't put that one fight where it was yeah, it was Midoriya, Ida, whatever, that fast racing dude, and was it Todoroki? Against what's that dude's name? Stain. Like, yeah, where that fight at? That should be like number 5, number 6. Slacking. That's slacking. But yeah, some of those were badass moments, and some of them was just good or great. Not badass, like, I'm just being honest. Like, and y'all heard me doing the video, told you which ones was badass or dope and good. Just so I get out the way. But yeah, I like this man's analysis. He's really good at them. That's why I react to another video from him. I love it, man. I like to thank you for letting me react to this. Fair use, no copyright at all. Okay, just make that clear for YouTube, bro. And I hope y'all don't be disliking this video too much. If you do, it's okay, but God, at least like the video. Like, you gotta explain in the comments why y'all not messing with it. I'll just take your opinion, like, or have a debate with me. What's I don't like me saying? They gotta use our fingers, to type it out. You feel me? I'm just saying, I don't like that. Just talk with me, man. I'm not gonna get mad. I like to have debates and stuff. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for your entertainment. You feel me? And all that good stuff. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Too Dope Gang. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell to be notified by another upload by me. Support your boy. I support you too. You feel me? I like to spread love. So, you feel me? So, I see you later, Too Dope Gang. Hey, TJ Too Dope out.